For those of you who have been listening and watching the podcast, you know John's journal has morphed into a Russian version where I talked to my long-lost pen pal from Russia. I was there in 1991 with the Alan Jackson, among other people. Made a pen pal, got all these old-school letters that I found when I went home along with my journal. There's a picture of her. And look at all these letters. And so I thought, well, I'll read the letters on the show, and then I'll respond to her. So here's my response. That's her. Look what it says on the back.
I know, but I'm looking at the picture. Her head's just so tiny. She's just
that
got the
coat,
smallest little head.
That coat is so big. It's cold there.
Huge.
Yeah.
This is from me with lots of good wishes.
Right.
Yeah.
So Natalie, I read her last. Like, I'm going in order. She wrote me like 4 or 5 letters. This is letter number 2 I read last week, and this is my response to letter number 2. Okay? Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, of course.
Now, I typed it up, but I will eventually, because she hand wrote these, I'm going to write this out in cursive and send it to her. But I just went ahead and typed it up so I could read it.
Okay, but real quick, and I know you're ready to get to that.
Sorry.
But what are we sending these to? So you've got an
Russia.
address. You've got an address of hers from back in 92, or you got a recent address?
Look right here. That's the address. So
But
I'm sending it to the exact address.
But we don't know if she's still there.
I have no idea.
Okay, and there's no way of knowing.
This is a message in a bottle, dude. I'm just throwing a message in a Coke bottle and throwing it in the ocean. I've got other people trying to find her. She'd be 43 now.
Yeah.
And the more that I reveal things about her in her letters, that will narrow down who it is, and maybe people at home watching, listening,
maybe know her,
can help us find her.
Exactly.
Where's Natalie Makia? Or Makiva. Could be Makiva or Makia. I don't know if it's an H or a K. But yeah, so we don't even know, dude. All right, here we go. Dear Natalie, I'm now responding to the second letter I received from you on October 5th, 1991. I hope this letter finds you well and that you were able to respond to me one day. I made a copy of your letter, and I'm going to include it in this envelope. So what I do is I take her letter and make a copy, put it in the envelope with my response. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool.
Yep, that is neat.
I will now try to answer all of your questions from your letter. I did receive your pictures, and I liked them very much. You look like a very nice girl. You asked me what kind of music I like. I really like all kinds of music. I say there are only 2 kinds of music, good and bad. There is good music in all forms, and there is bad music in all forms. I choose to listen to the good. Well, back in 1991, I was very much into Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Alan Jackson, Randy Travis, Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, Color Me Bad, Boys to Men, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper, and I also liked EMF. They're unbelievable. That is, thank you, Alan. That was a song by EMF.
Anyway, so you did find out who EMF was.
Yeah,
so,
they're unbelievable.
Yep, I was going to text you about that.
She happened to say EMF in her letter, so I'm letting her know, like her, I also liked EMF.
That was a good song.
Now, in 2020, I mostly listen to pop music from the 80s. Or old school country music like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, David Allan Coe, Merle Haggard, and Willie Nelson. I find today's new pop music to be mostly garbage. Not to be confused with the band Garbage, they're actually pretty good. Thank you for telling me about Soviet Constitution Day on October the 7th. Is that still a thing? I know you guys dissolved the whole Soviet Union a while back. Over here, we celebrate our Independence Day on July the 4th. People grill out, drink beer, and blow up stuff with fireworks. It's great. Although recently, some people are claiming it is more of a white supremacist holiday celebrating white privilege. Whatever. I don't see it. About a collection. I don't really collect anything. Although for a while, I was collecting refrigerator magnets from all the places I've been. As a stand-up comedian, I've been lucky enough to have been to all 50 states in America. So I used to have a lot of magnets, but I got rid of them when I moved out of Los Angeles. My best friend in 1991 was a guy named Andrew Killian. We're still great friends today. He is married with 2 kids and is very busy with his job. He's a respiratory therapist, and they are in high demand right now with this COVID going around. So I don't get to see him as much as I used to. Today, I really don't have a best friend. I have the best of friends. They are my brother Jason Reep, Mark Hunt, Alan Jackson, Sean Setzer, and Keith Nestor, just to name a few. You also asked me if I have a girl. Well, in 1991, I did not, but today I do. Her name is Jody, and I'm madly in love with her. I love you, Jody. She's going to like that. Well, I hope this answers your question. My letter is finishing now. Bye-bye, Natalie. Please write back soon. You can also email me at johnreep@gmail.com. Your American friend, Jon Reep.
Or you can go to countryespodcast.com.
I'm going to let her know that as well. I'm going to handwrite this and send it to her. So, yeah, the search for Natalie still on. All right, so get out there, internets, and make it happen.
Was there a little bit of was there feelings there for her? Maybe
not at all. I never met her. I never
saw
met her.
A picture. Did you? From her letters, did you get? Did you catch feelings from her? Just maybe just the letters that you received from her.
I don't think so, because I never, she got my address from other people that we met on this trip, right? Or maybe a business card. That we had these business cards with our address on them. We wanted to get pen pals. Yeah. That was the whole mission. So I never met her. And in the letters, there's really, at that time, I don't fall in love with letters.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I need a human-to-human contact. So no, I never caught feelings for her. Although I will say this, I've only read 2 out of the 5 letters that I have here. We'll see as time goes on if me back then did catch feelings, because I don't remember that happening. You know what I'm saying? Because in her letters, she writes me back from my response to her back from 1991. So that will give you a clue as to what I said to her in response. Does this make any sense to you?
It's a little bit. Yeah, I get you.
Alan, are you following this?
I'm completely following you, yes.
Okay. So I don't have the letters I wrote to her.
Right.
Nor do I remember what I wrote to her. But in reading her mail back to me, it might reveal how I felt.
From her words.
Now
yeah, I get it. I got it. Because we don't know what you wrote. There's no way of telling. You don't. Yeah.
That's right.
So, hopefully you weren't asking for booby pics or nothing.
That's too early for that. Look. Right? If you want to watch the whole version, the entire episode, click on this little square right here. Or if you just want to subscribe and watch them later, click on that little bubble right there. And thank you.